Okay, so today we're going to talk about connecting the rear naked choke, which we've done before, into our palm-to-palm choke. Now, when we do our palm-to-palm choke, one thing you want to keep special attention to is that the palm of the choke arm, this is going to be my choke arm, the palm stays face down. Because my other hand, I'm going to serve it. So, when I used to teach kids class, I say, serve the pizza, serve the pizza. So I serve it. The other thing is, when we lock our hands together, we're going to go palm to palm, but we want to fold our finger over our thumb. So don't open your hand like this in a traditional way. You maybe would hold your hands like this, like cheering or whatever. Just keep your thumb together and put your finger over your thumb. This is a stronger connection, a stronger grip. So palm to palm, and then keep your palm down. Sometimes you'll see people go like this, or they'll, they'll turn the palm up like this, whatever the case may be. But now I'm kind of giving them the cushion of my arm. I want to give them the blade of my arm, the bone of my arm, into their throat. Okay, so when we do our rear naked choke, we're going to add one little detail, which is a push to the shoulder. So we're kind of going to do two techniques in one. The first time I do the rear naked choke, he's going to let me hit my submission. And then the second time when I go, he's going to defend my arm, and that's when I'm going to rip it, serve it, and then lock it. Okay, so let's do it. So I'm on my teammate's back. We have our hooks. We have our seatbelt, and we're ear to ear. Don't worry about the hands right now. So we'll just go for the technique, okay? So Mike and I are about the same size. So when I put my arm around, whether it's, let me just get on your chin for the demonstration, whether I suction cup my hand. By the way, if he tucks his chin, I can always come up and lift the head up, go under the nose, he'll lift the head up. But just for the demonstration, when I go, I'm gonna either suction cup my hand behind his shoulder or snake my hand around his neck. So that's the first step. Step one, bring your arm around. But remember, in a rear naked choke, my goal is to get my chin, on my elbow under his chin. So one of the details we're going to add today is when I pull my armpit hand away, I'm going to punch his shoulder forward. So punch his shoulder forward. And that's going to allow you can see his chin is basically directly behind my elbow. So once I punch the shoulder forward, I don't expose my arm. I'm going to slide my arm over my choke arm hand and go for my rear naked choke. And you know how to finish. We just twist. Okay, so again, I go for my rear naked choke. When I pull the arm out, I punch it, and then I connect. But now when I punch it this time, I go to connect, he defends the arm. He grabs my arm, exactly. Now, I can't let him have my arm, because if he turns my pinky down, he can arm bar me here. Okay, so when he grabs my arm, I need to go for my technique, which is our palm to palm. I need to rip it, palm up, serve it. Remember, we talked about locking the hand over the fingers. And then the final detail is locking my elbow behind his back. Because if I'm just like this trying to choke him, he put all his weight on me, put all your weight, and get his shoulder in the game. And see, now I can't submit him anymore because his shoulder's in the game. So go back, he's pushed his shoulder forward. So when I'm here and I go for the submission, he grabs my arm, I rip it, I serve it. Very important detail is I lock my elbow behind the back. Now, the final finishing position is sometimes when we're here, because we did all this work, we have a tendency to pull back and look where my head is. Okay, this is not good. Whenever I lock it, I need to relock my head next to his ear so that he can't escape. And then our finish, we twist towards the choke arm elbow. So there's two locks. There's a rip it, serve it, lock the elbow, and lock the head before I twist for my palm-to-palm finish. Sometimes people call this the short choke. But you can go for the short choke right away, but I like to teach it like this so you can understand, because sometimes people do grab that arm, the connection between one submission and the other.